you quite literally have the ability to make this your best year yet. It just comes down to whether you want to. For things to change, things have to change. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to or back to my channel. If you've never seen me before, hey, my name's Cora. If you have seen me before, then welcome back. Thanks for coming back for another video. This one in specific, I've been planning and prepping since 2024, but now it's 2025, which is insane. The time has finally come to reset, recharge, and refocus for the new year. I'm gonna tell you how to do it. We're gonna figure it out together. If that sounds interesting to you, I think this video would be perfect, and I think you should come along.
For talking loud and you know plenty. You know what I'm talking about, cause you just get me. Yeah, you so pretty. If everything is dipped in gold, then baby it will never grow. Everything sweet ain't sugar coated. What a lie. What a lie.
I'm obsessed with these nails. Like, I love them. I think they're so cute. There were habits for 2024 that I really liked and I thought worked well. And then there are some things that I do need to change. What can be improved in 2025? I am a huge vision board person. I love mood boards, vision boards. I love manifesting, all of that. I currently have a bullet journal where I kind of go through and I print out all like my favorite pictures and I like to just collage them together. It's very therapeutic. It lets me be creative in a productive way. You can do vision boards for clothes, the energy you want to manifest, the energy you want to attract. I think this helps materialize what you really want, what you need, just everything. It's perfect. It's also very easy to do. If you're like a digital person, you can do it on Canva. If you're more of a physical person like I am, then I usually will end up doing a physical mood board that I can look back to and reflect on. Okay, I'm back, and I actually found more pictures that I was gonna use for my bullet journal. I mean, please, like, beautiful. Just because I feel like I might need filler for some of this. My hands shake so much chewing. The cough is not gonna help, so sorry about that.
It's so quiet, but I hear you saying to me, baby, it's our time, we're making up time. The times you wasn't with me waking up, now you never said I couldn't miss your touch. I needed to distance myself from you. I was just alone with you, so come close, won't you? Can I tell you something for what it is worth?
One eternity later.
I might just call and catch a play.
You find a way to keep me in. Make me think you do some magic in. Yeah, like you did it. Yeah. Don't be tripping, I'll be there in a minute. You get it, and I'll be there.
We need to just reset, reorganize things. I feel so cluttered. I'm looking around at my room right now and it's truly hard to be in here because it is so messy. And I'm not talking about like just like a cute little like, oh, my room is so messy. Like, my makeup brush is laying around. No, it's gotten to the point where I'm stressed out. Things need to change, and if there's any part of your life where it's just kind of unorganized, let's get that organized. I think it's also really important to set specific and achievable goals because it's a clear outcome of whether or not you succeeded. There's no gray area. If a lot of our goals are really out there, they might feel so far out of our grasp that we don't feel like we can achieve it in this year. That's what I find with myself a lot of times. I'll put these goals out there and I want to manifest them ultimately, but it's like, well, what are all the little steps until you get that main goal? We need to materialize those because otherwise it's just not achievable. If I want to manifest like a car, I'm not going to be like, I'll get a Lamborghini this year, because that's not going to fucking happen. It's just not very realistic. If you want to save up for a car though, I don't even know anything about cars, so I'm not really sure what like a good like a Hyundai? I don't know, I'm not a car person. Just make it a little more realistic. And I actually talked about this in one of my other videos. It sets SMART goals, and what SMART means is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals. An example I did in my other video, I'm gonna walk for 30 minutes, 3 times a week for the next 3 months. And the reason that that is such a good goal to set is because it's time-bound, meaning that in 3 months, you'll know whether that worked or not. It's relatable because I do want to work on my fitness. I do want to work on my exercise routine. Additionally, it really helps to use tools to help you get there. So I'm a huge planner person. I love planners, I love journals. Notion is a huge tool that I have been utilizing, especially recently. I actually spent the morning kind of researching a little bit more about Notion just to kind of see the things that are achievable. It's an amazing app, browser. I found 75 templates on Reddit that other users have used, and they're all very aesthetic. And the other thing is they're kind of customizable. I think it is also necessary to declutter and reorganize. I love reorganizing. I love watching those type of videos. I'm currently trying to redo my room as well. I definitely need to do some serious tidying up, organizing. At work, I'm kind of doing the same. I'm making sure that I'm going through things and determining if I really still need them. The next part I want to talk about is setting fitness goals. I really want to begin my fitness journey, which is one that I've shied away from for like the past 5 years. Something that is really helpful is if you can connect your goals to a why. What is the intrinsic reason that you are motivated to achieve X, Y, or Z? If you can connect to that why reasoning, it's more likely that you're going to be propelled towards that objective. For me, the summer of 2025, I have decided that I want to spend it in my best self. I want to start prepping now for the summer that I'm looking for. When the weather's nice, you're showing a little more skin, if you know what I mean. I haven't been very confident with my body the past couple summers, and it just made me really depressed. I didn't really want to go to the beach because I just didn't like looking at myself in a swimsuit. Though a lot of those issues could probably be boiled down to an inner issue that I need to work through. I also feel like at the same time, if I was putting energy and effort into my physique, then I'd be a little more comfortable in spending the summer. I want it to be realistic. I want it to be achievable because I want to be motivated to keep going. If I feel like it is so far out of grasp, or it's something that I truly just absolutely hate doing, knowing myself, I just won't do it. So a goal for me is kind of like this summer, I really just want it to be my best one yet. I want to be confident, I want to feel comfortable, and I want to be proud, if that makes sense. Additionally, exercise has literally no downside to it. It creates endorphins, and at the same time, it helps build up your trust within yourself that you can achieve something that you want, that you can achieve your goals.
I might just call and catch a plane. I might just come see you today. You wait, I'm stuck up in my ways. But love it when I'm playing games. That's the only way we get away. Come see you today. You wait, I'm stuck up in my ways. But love it when I'm playing games. The only way we get away. We stuck together, you must forever. That's why I cannot go away. You find a way to keep me in. Do some magic and
Guys, what I signed up for. So
It was definitely a challenge that I'm up for, but a challenge nonetheless. I'm gonna change and get the Then it comes down to accountability as well. If you do have someone that you can team up with, if you have someone that has similar goals as you, I think that that is just a really smart way of doing it. It's also great because you can just work towards a common goal together with your friend. And once you push yourself and see that you can achieve those goals that you're working towards, you'll be so much more excited to continue setting goals. The day that you plant the seed is not the day that you harvest the fruit. That is one of my favorite quotes. Something that I learned with myself is that I rely a lot on instant gratification. This is a problem because a lot of the things in life are not instant. A lot of the gratification in goals is something that is set out and takes time to achieve. You're not immediately going to get your dream body after doing one workout. You're gonna get that dream body over a span of time. Now I wanna move into the resetting your mental health mindset. I'm a huge advocate for positive mental health. It is something that is really interesting to me. 2024 was definitely a year. It's tested me in different ways that I was not expecting. And at the same time, it rewarded me in beautiful experiences that I could have never imagined. I think it's important to release any kind of stress or anxiety over past experiences. When we harvest anxiety over issues that have already happened, we are not helping ourselves. You're really doing nothing for yourself. I think it's also really important to watch the way that you talk to yourself. This is something that I've really been adjusting recently. Oftentimes, we can fall into a pattern of discouragement and just talking negatively about ourselves. This is something that I did a lot growing up and I didn't really realize. I had a negative channel of words constantly running in the back of my head about myself. You don't realize it, but it's slowly affecting the way that you view yourself, the way that you view your life. Even just statements like saying, like, I fucking hate, like, well, that was, I don't know, that just got so aggressive. But even just little things that you might catch yourself or your friends saying, it's really important to check that and adjust it. If you are constantly telling yourself that you don't deserve love, that you don't deserve success, that you're not worth anything, eventually you're gonna feel like you're not worth anything. I am adding in gratitude a little bit more, which is something that I've always tried to kind of be mindful of. I think you should always be grateful of where you're at because it could always be worse. There is always gonna be someone that has it worse than you. And that's why it's like, even when I talk about, you know, having type 1 diabetes or struggling with my mental health, I'm lucky. The fact that I can walk, the fact that I can breathe, I am rich in some ways. I think that's important for us to keep in mind as we move forward through this new year. Things won't always be easy. It's not always going to be like butterflies and sunshine and rainbows. But even the low points help us see how good things are when they get good. It helps us appreciate that and have gratitude for that. I think it's important to kind of try to keep in mind that life is not happening to you, it's happening for you. All of these things that you're experiencing, whether or not they be deemed as good or bad, is completely up to you. If you want to see the learning opportunity in those difficult situations, that is totally up to you and it's possible. It's the way that we get through the hard parts that give us fuel and energy to continue going. If you see yourself go through a really difficult time and treat yourself with grace and with love, it will completely change the way that you see things. I also think it's important to note that you need to set boundaries for your mental health. And this is something that I am really working on. I am a people pleaser. I always have been. I literally hate it. It's literally the worst. It's important to say no when you don't want to do something, and that's something that I've really been trying to work on. If you keep filling up your plate and doing things that you literally don't want to do, you aren't going to have time for the things that you do want to do, the things that do make you want to keep going. This also leads me into my point about affirmations. I remember my therapist talking about affirmations years ago, and I was always just like, okay, yeah, like you stand in front of the mirror and you say you're like great, like okay, I'm sure that does a lot. I owe him an apology because it really does. It's something that I so firmly believe. Every morning I've been listening to a manifestation playlist and this just motivates me to have a good day. I literally was listening to it as I got ready. I mean, it just makes me feel ethereal. That is kind of how I'm gonna get organized, set my fitness goals, and reset my mental health mindset. 2025 is your year. It all comes down to if you want it to be. For things to change, things have to change. And that is one of my favorite sayings recently because it's so true. How can you be doing the same things, having the same habits, having the same thoughts and belief system, and expect to become a baddie? it's not gonna happen. What is a goal of yours for 2025? I would love to hear. Like, I've shared a couple of mine. I would love for you to share some of yours in the comments. You can kind of motivate each other and push each other towards being accountable and making them come to fruition. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you liked what you saw, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye. I never straighten my hair very much, so when I do, I forget that like my hair is thin. That's half my hair.
If everything is dipped in gold, then baby it will never grow. Everything's